Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Clue, the motherfucking Don, for another episode of Black Wall Music Podcast. Usually I'm here with the same breath in the morning medicine, but it's afternoon. I done brushed my teeth a little bit, and it's the afternoon chill time. But as we said, as y'all been hearing me promote all week, I have a really special guest today. Really special guest. I'll go ahead and let her introduce herself.
Hi everyone, my name is Girl Gotti, aka TopBadge Gotti on Instagram. But yeah, I'm Girl Gotti, a top streamer on Plenty of Fish.
Top stream on Plenty of Fish. So before we get into anything with any of the Plenty of Fish, with any of the streaming or anything like that, I have to ask you, what was the first song that you listened to when you woke up this morning?
Oh, that's such a great question. I listen to the same song I always listen to. It's my alarm song, which is "Wake Up Love" by Tiana Taylor, featuring Amon Shumpert, her husband. And I just love that song. I play it on my stream in the mornings on Fridays, but it's my alarm song too because it's very like chill. It doesn't annoy me when I listen to it. And I can listen to it all the way through and get up.
Okay, okay. Have you tried to listen to other things? That's just really the only thing that's kind of stuck.
Yeah, I always set it to something like crazy to try to like wake me up, something like super loud, like I don't even know, like maybe closing time or like tonight or something that's like gonna be loud and annoying. But now I kind
Yeah.
of like calm, chill vibes because it sets
Okay.
the tone for the rest of my day.
I got you. I got you. And that makes sense. 'Cause, I mean, I know you lead into your streams, to Get Up with Gotti or the Homeroom. You always
Mhm.
have an amazing music vibe. And that's honestly like one of the first things that me and we kind of vibed on was just music. Like, I
For
feel like
sure.
anytime I was in your stream, it was good music. You would come to my stream, you would always comment on the good music. So that was
Thank,
always appreciative.
thank
But
you. I appreciate
of
that.
course, of course. But yeah, so what we're here to talk about, we're here to talk about streaming, live streaming on Plenty of Fish or Meet Me or Scout, all those different apps, but specifically Plenty of Fish. So if y'all don't know, it's a dating app, and they have a live platform where you can go live, you can interact with people, people can interact with you, you can build relationships, you can build enemies, you can build a whole bunch of different shit going on. But people can
Thank
also gift you as a streamer because there is a lot of work that goes into streaming. So with that, I mean, I kind of want to start at the origins because I think I saw you post the other day, 6 months and 20 million diamonds already. I mean, like, how was it? How's the last 6 months been? Like, who introduced you to streaming actually?
Oh, that's such a great question. So I started streaming back in December. I downloaded the app like Black Friday and I was going into different streams, but I didn't do my first stream until December of 2020 last year. So I started streaming. My best friend of like 14 years, one of my best friends from high school, her name is Pretty Lady KB. She was a streamer on Plenty of Fish, but now she streams on Tag. So she had been on Tag for a minute. And like back in like September, October, I used to call her phone. She would never answer the phone for me. And I would be like so annoyed because she wouldn't even call me back. And I'd be like, "What are you
Yeah.
doing?" She's like, "I'm on live. I'm sorry, I can't answer. I can't answer." I'm like, "Girl, I could like, I'm your best friend. Like, you need to pick up the phone." So I made an account eventually. So I kept on texting her, asking her what was the app that she was always on, that she was ignoring me for. And so I made an account on Tag. I got banned on Tag my first day. It was a technicality. Okay.
Oh, it was a technicality. Okay.
That's what I was gonna say. It's a technicality. All these are allegations. But anyway, I got banned on my first day, so I decided to go on to Plenty of Fish, which she was upset about. She wanted me to stay on Tag, but on Plenty of Fish, I like my first day in there. I hung out with different people, like this girl named Chosen, who's a streamer there, and I met a lot of people in her live, and I've just been there ever since. Never went back to Tag, and yeah, after like March, I got my top badge, but yeah, December is when I started. It's been 6 months. I hit my 10,000 favorites, which I'm super excited about. I hit that last night. And yeah,
Wow.
20 million diamonds is also great too.
So if y'all don't know what that means, 10,000 favorites. That means 10,000 individual people have literally went to her stream and hit that star up top saying that they fucked with her, that she was your favorite streamer. I think that was used to be your tag. I just want to be your favorite.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so like that is wild. I mean, that's wild, and it's also amazing. I mean, because I've seen a lot of different people, and I haven't been on the app super long myself. Probably around December time frame as well. But I mean, you shot up there, and I think that means that you have a good team behind you. And speaking of team, that 8 ball crew, like
Hey.
I mean, talk about the 8 balls. Like what does 8 ball crew mean to you, and what does that family structure mean?
Well, A-Ball Crew to me, after I did my first auction, which was back in February, I was asked to be in an auction. I didn't want to do it. I don't do like auctions or battles or things like that. I just come on consistently in the mornings. That's when everybody can kind of find me. And I always felt like that was kind of like the key to my success was being consistent. And I was always on in the AM because I like to live hop at night. So I would go to different people's streams at night and I never would see anybody on in the morning. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to hop on in the morning. And I feel like consistently everyone knew to find me. And so once I signed up for an auction, when someone told me instead of asking me, I did my first auction. And then the guys in my stream, it was a ladies auction, a Battle of the Roses with
Yeah,
Travel Day. And so the guys were like, what about us? All you girls do is sit there, look cute, and get diamonds. What about us? So I hosted an auction for the guys as well. And so it just brought us a lot of like camaraderie amongst us. The guys kind of like get along really well in my stream. And so they were like, yo, we need an emoji after like my auction and stuff. And I was like,
yeah,
okay. And we thought about some different things. My virtual baby daddy, Big Daddy 01, helped me sit there. We went through every emoji that they have on your phone, like and
damn.
sent them back and forth to each other, trying to figure out what would be a cute one
It's a
or
process.
like something that is good with my personality. It was almost a hat because I wear hats all the time, but I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah, yeah.
something different because I started. Now, sometimes I don't wear hats now, and so the 8 ball is like it's just dope. I mean, if you know, you really know. My name is Gotti, so it has like a nice little
It fit.
connotation and ring to it. But they loved it. You know, we talked about it in the stream, and so they kind of voted on which one they liked. And
Mhm.
I always try to make sure I'm very inclusive with the people on my stream. It's like a crew. It's not just me. You know, like I appreciate the 8 ball that people represent and support me, but I want it to be about us. So for sure.
And and some of the ways that I've been promoting this live was for people to come in. I see a lot of people on like my Facebook and on my Instagram that they'll go live and I'll tap in and they'll actually be saying something. They'll actually have something to really say, but like maybe one view, two views here, maybe somebody might come in, leave out. And I'm just like, damn, like, I wonder if they know about this platform where they can come and they can literally go live and I mean, you damn near guaranteed to have, more than two views and and sometimes so I feel like it was really important to shed light on this aspect and also just shed light on the fact that there are true genuine relationships that can be formed from the app. Because I mean, I know you could probably hit on a few people that you met just through the app that you definitely formed genuine relationships with.
For sure. Expanded Mind, who she has a feature show on the app. I talk to Expanded literally every day, all day. And at first, when we first started talking, she's like a big sister to me. She was looking out for me, giving me advice about the app and different things to be aware of. Because you just like when you get on there, you like a little just thrown to the sharks, like to the wolves, like a little guppy
Yeah.
in the water. You got to like sink or swim. So she would give me advice about things that she learned already from stream, and then we formed like a genuine friendship. Me, her, one and done.
Mhm.
We literally talk every day. So sometimes we talk about streams, but we actually talk about real life stuff and our goals and things that we have outside of stream. We work out together. Like, so we were really close. And then also my virtual baby daddy, Big Daddy 01. Me and
Yeah.
him talk all the time, laughing and joking about different things. But he's also a leader of a family on the app. So I think we bonded just over that aspect. He started
Yeah.
streaming like a week after me, so he's one of my like day ones. It's always good to have people that have known you before your top badge or how many diamonds you've had who don't care about your diamond count because they really help keep you humble. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
for sure.
they remind me all the time I ain't all that. So just I'm grateful. I appreciate them.
I mean, we ain't gonna go that far. Like you got your shit together, and I mean, honestly, I think it's just an attest to showing where you are in the app, and also with the team that you have around you. Because anybody can look at a badge, anybody can look at the diamonds, anybody can look at the favorites and say, "Oh, this person is that." But when you actually go into the stream and you get that content, when I go into your stream, I know I'm gonna see certain people. I know
Yeah.
who I'm going to see. Like when you see people going around with the 8 ball emoji, which they're everywhere, you already
Hey.
know who they're representing. There's no miscommunication with that. Um, but you mentioned something really, really good. You talk about those sharks. So those sharks in the water. Um, and I don't know if y'all realize, but this lady right here, she's pretty popular. Like anytime she streams, she has anywhere between, I mean, I would say on the low end, 1,000, on the high end, up to I think I seen like 3,000 in your stream one time. Like, and I mean, you might, and trust me, they might be higher than that. Please let me know if I'm not hitting the mark
No,
high
that's a
enough.
that's a nice little ballpark figure. If I stay on long enough, which I like to stream no more than 2 hours a day, I that's
That's
just
about.
the way my ADHD is set up, like I can only concentrate for so long. And sometimes I cheat and only do like 1 hour. As a top edge, I have to give 40 hours a month. And so I try to just do 2 a day, Monday through Friday, be off on the weekend, unless I'm doing a contest grind or something like that, and
Yeah, yeah.
just stick to like a consistent schedule because you can get so wrapped up in
She is
streaming.
being modest. She being real modest. So go ahead.
You can get so wrapped up in streaming that you like forget about like any like goals you have for the day or different things like that. And then there's this
Yeah.
event going on. So yeah, I do bring in those type of views. Shout out to my top badge. I have a trending boost because of that. And then prior to that, I had that new trending, like the new streamer trending
Yeah,
boost.
yeah, yeah.
So those things also help. I'm very like communicative with the admins and different things like that. So I make sure I get the most out of my time. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that taps in to homeroom. I think I hold people accountable. That's why we have the homeroom. We take attendance, things like that. So I make sure people always come in and just check in with me, and then they
Yeah.
can go about their day.
And how do you balance that with your real life? I mean, like with like Gotti outside of the app, like, please save all names so we, protect the innocent. But, Girl Gotti outside of the app, like, what is that life like? Do you think about the app a lot? Are you planning for the app? I know you said you talk to people outside of the app, like expanded and one and done and stuff like that. But like, I mean, so I guess more so the question is like, do you feel like your life looks any differently outside of the app, or do you pretty much show what it is when you're in your house?
I try. It's pretty much is the same. I try to be like as transparent as possible, and I feel like that also is, like contributes to my success. I try to just be the same, which is like who I am all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm always in my kitchen, which is where I usually stream from a lot, because the alcohol is in the kitchen, so I don't have to go too far.
I thought
But
you owned a restaurant when I first came to your stream, because like your kitchen, like it looks really dope. So it looks kind of like has that industrial feel, like with the big silver fan in the back. And then like I
yeah,
would see people like walking behind you and shit. You would be like with your little white claw, like you was bouncing people around. I was like, yo, she's like a
yeah.
boss. Like you always had a very boss like mentality about you.
Thank you. I live downtown. I'm a downtown girl because I work downtown. I work in corporate America outside of stream. I'm a project manager at a tech company. So I like try to like as far as like balance, like going back to the first question, like I try to make sure I maintain that balance. Like work is important for me. Stream, it does have a lot of benefits, especially like, cash outs and things like that, but I still work. Like I don't just
Yeah, yeah.
depend on streaming for my only source of income. So I have to prioritize. And then yeah, my life outside of before like the pandemic, I guess that really changed the way we operate. So parties and things like that, I couldn't go out. Now you can because things are opening back up. But like so I will go to a Millie party on the app and I'll drink, in the house on a Friday night versus going
Mm.
out. So it's kind of the same. You just are adjusting, but now I'm adjusting and going back outside. So I want to make sure I still check in with my people on the app. If I need to take a break, they understand that, and then I'll be right back on. But yeah, it's all about finding balance and enjoying yourself and not taking the app too serious. I feel
Yeah.
like.
I mean, and I feel like you have to, like, especially like I remember watching the court case with you and Judge Jungle. Shout out to Judge Jungle. Shout out to Classic, who you were in. He was taking you to court.
Uh huh.
Shout out to honorable mentions to Riot, and
Uh
also
huh.
I can't remember the secretary's name, but shout out to her as well. But yeah, I mean, I was just watching that. I kind of caught the ass end of the whole controversy. I just saw the court case, so it was like, she won, by the way. Free Girl Gotti, she
Okay,
won.
free to real. Hello, free to real. Let's make
But
sure we put that in there. No, that was really fun. It was very intense. Because I'm not used to somebody taking me to court, and then they kept using the word integrity a lot, and I don't play about things like that with integrity. But Judge Jungle is actual, like I would consider him to be a friend of mine in the streaming world, and so I want to support his featured show and content. But I didn't believe that I reneged on a battle, but it was. I learned a lot from that because the evidence they had against me was video evidence. Like they was recording my streams
yeah,
and
I
things
heard
like
about
that. And
that.
I'm like, wow, so I need to be very conscious. Sometimes the claw count is up. I drink a lot of White Claw on my stream, so I might get a little reckless. It is what it is. But I
The
want to be a
clock
little
out.
bit more conscious of those things. And shout out to Classic. We did win. The judge issued us to do a battle right after court, but he was declined, I guess. So either way, we won.
Yeah, I think he
Thank you
was
to
a
all
little
my
in his
supporters.
feelings.
A-Ball crew, they did what needed to be done.
Hey, and you know what I appreciated the most about that whole trial was that you was up there. You kept your head up. You kept your chest poked out. You said what you had to say. There was really never a backing down, and it wasn't to a point where you feel like you had to be the loudest person in the room. You just said what the fuck you had to say. You got the fuck out, and it was like, if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. I was like, God damn it, you better tell my girl.
Period. Okay, let's go with it. And shout out to Riot. Riot was my lawyer. He's my number one gifter, and he's the number one African American on the streaming platform. He's a Plenty of Fish streamer, and so he's helped me out a lot and taught me a lot about streaming. So I knew he was good with the gift of gab, so he was perfect for me
Yep.
to be my lawyer. And he goes to court all the time. He gets sued all the time, so he has experience.
And I mean, how is that? How was that TopBadge community? Like when you came into the community, was it very welcoming? Is there because I know, like, okay, for instance, let me better phrase the question. So I feel like the app kind of has like these like ecosystems, right? These little
Mhm.
small ecosystems where people within this little world, we all kind of know each other. But then
Yeah.
there's a whole nother world where we're watching the rundown and we're like, who the hell is this getting the TopBadge, right?
Right.
So it's like when you got accepted into the TopBadge community, did that community get really small? Does everybody know each other? Does everybody speak?
I think it got big. I think it got bigger actually. Like when I received my top badge, which is something that I really actually wanted. Like I feel like I manifested that into a situation. Because I named myself Top Badge Gotti on Instagram. So before I
Yeah,
had the top badge. So in my mind, I was already a top badge. You know what I mean? I just need to get
right.
my credentials, which is the 5,000 favorites and the diamonds, of course. But when the day I received my top badge, I feel like a lot of people they didn't know I was applying. I kept it a secret. And so they know me. I'm very like real. I feel like so when I got it, it felt like we got it. Like it was a win for the people that support me. Cause
For
there's a
sure.
lot of people when you meet them, they're already a top badge. They did it's like they knew me before I got it. So that part is cool. A lot of people who are top badges have invited me to different shows and we kind of like support each other. If they have like a battle or something, I can maybe throw for them in that capacity. I'm usually badged up in their lives for some reason. So it's a lot of it comes with some
I feel
respect,
like
but
that's
it
kind of just
also
like you
comes
walk into
with
the stream and it just comes with that. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
Gotti's
yeah.
here.
Yeah, and so I come in red, so then they be like, "Oh, you're red," and they'll just make me red or different things like that. But it's like a blessing and a curse because sometimes you deal with a lot of like some people just don't like top badges, like they just think that we think we're like all this or placed on this pedestal. So everybody is different, and then I don't know. Sometimes it comes with a lot more trolling because you're trending. You know what I mean? So you got to have
Yeah,
some tough skin. But overall, I enjoy it. My diamond count had definitely increased, so it makes me a little bit more popular. I feel like, but to me, it doesn't make a big difference, especially in how I act. I want to make sure that I always act the same. That I'm not like it better than anybody else, but I do appreciate the respect that comes with it.
does the trolling aspect ever bother you at all?
No, because I'll tell you a little secret clue. I'm a troll, okay? I also enjoy trolling. So
I hear
my
that.
friends expended will tell you I've been banned on my burner account from a few lives because I like to go in and just troll. But I mean, it's fun to me. So actually, I think I just deserve it. It's just a little karma coming back around. It don't bother me. It's funny to me.
Hey, and I feel like you need a little bit of levity with everything because like when I first got into the app, I was like I kept hearing something about lurker, and I was like, what the fuck is a lurker? Then I saw this fam, and I was like, oh, you must be in the lurker fam to have a lurker account. They was like, no, nigga, it's an account that you just make. You hop around so people don't know it's you. I was like, okay, bet.
Right.
What's the point? They was like, you'll see. So I was like, nah, I ain't never gonna make a lurker, right? Then here come my little homegrown VIP ass. I can't go in nobody's live without having a little banner. And I was like, nah, see,
I
I'm
get
gonna.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can
It's
imagine how it
necessary
is for you.
sometimes. What I first got it for was just to search because I'm on Plenty of Fish and I can't search. So sometimes I'll use it just to kind of search so I can find people if I need to. And then it took over. Like sometimes I'm just nosy. You might like have an interest in a certain individual. You want to know what's going on in their lives, like spying or little things like
Yeah,
that. But sometimes you might just want to read the room and come in that way. Also, because I'm a top badge, like sometimes I'll go into a stream and they'll be like, "Oh, y'all, it's Top Badge got it, Top Badge got it here. Oh my god!" Like, and it'd be like, "Okay,
yep.
chill." So I like to kind of just come in on my lurker too, so I can just chill in there, and then I'll come in on my regular if I feel like it. But yeah, it's necessary. I feel like in the streaming world, get you one if you ain't got it.
Nah, I definitely understand that. Okay, okay. All right, so we gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna get a little personal with you.
Okay.
So I mean, I feel like I talk to you, or and I see you in those POF streets at least once a day. At
Mm-hmm.
least once a day, I see you in the streets and somebody's streams and whatnot. And just to be honest, I was very nervous for this interview. I have no why. I have no idea why. Like I feel like I can come into your box and I'll be okay, or I see. But this interview freaked me out, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, why the hell am I so damn nervous? I was like, cause top girl Gotti is fine, y'all. She is fine.
I
I
know you
we need
lying.
we need to know. Are you single? Cause the single men out there need to know. Not me, y'all, but the single men out there need to know. Is top girl Gotti single?
Um, yes, I'm single. I mean, I'm,
Okay.
I got a couple entanglements and different things going on, but yeah, I'm single. Yeah.
Entanglements. Okay. Is that without without saying any names or directly pointing any fingers? Is that with anybody on or off the app?
Yikes! Did we really get into this? Yeah, I talked to yeah. I have it is a dating app, so I have dated men on the app before.
Got you. Okay. Okay. And
I
I
was on
mean,
the
so
dating show. Shout out to Expanded. I was on her dating show and got set up too.
yeah. So I mean, how did that go?
That went really well. I went on the gentleman, Smooth. I guess I can say his name was this puppy show. We did our virtual date and we had a good time. He's also just a friend of mine, so I
For
don't
sure.
see it really going any further than that. But I do appreciate him taking the time to shoot his shot and
Yeah.
showing me. He always is supportive of me, so I
Hey,
wasn't
that was
surprised to see him there.
that was actually really dope. That was a really dope show. Big shout out to Expanding Mind. Man, she's talking about she has a feature show on the app, or Yes or Next with X. That
Yes.
we'll actually, as I was mentioning, seeing each other in those POS streets. That's where we'll be going right after this. Because if you
Hey,
haven't heard show,
period.
but yeah. So I mean,
8 p.m. on Wednesdays. Sorry, let me just give that drop.
you could. Um, so I mean, like, yeah. With that side of things, like, do you ever check your DMs? Like, do you ever entertain anybody who like comes into your live? Because like I've been in your live a few times, and you see the little blue trolls. That's what I call them. The little blue trolls, and they're just like, "Hey, girl, I'm just coming here to check in on you. I'm trying to take you out. You'll be having a whole gang going on.
Right. Can we have a private chat? Like, dang, what you need to talk to me about if you can't say
Here's
in
my
front of the
number."
1,000 people that's here? No, I'm just kidding. No, I do. I do check my DMs, especially on the app. I think I don't really respond. Like a hi, not gonna get you paid. So if you send a little simple hi, that ain't enough. But if
Yeah,
you are like clever, not just like complimenting me, like saying I'm beautiful or something like that, which I appreciate. I let people know that all the time. Like if they just give me a compliment, I might respond back and just say thank you, appreciate it, but I won't take it no further than that.
for
But
sure.
if you're like clever, like I don't know, this one guy was like, "Yo, Google recommended you as best places to eat out last night," or something crazy like that, and I'm like, "Whoa!" Like, but it'd be funny, so I might respond to something like that. I don't know, it's just got to be something different to capture my attention. Is the point of it?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I mean that, and then also we can link our social media, so like Instagram or Snapchat. Different people shoot their shot on me on those platforms as well, and I also have shot my shot on IG before too. So shooters gonna shoot. Period.
Hey, y'all heard it right there. Y'all heard it here first. If y'all trying to shoot y'all shot at Girl Gotti, get in them DMs. Don't just go in the comments, get in them DMs. She might have already been in your DM. I'm trying to tell you.
Period.
Maybe go ahead and get with it. Check that request box.
I'm crying.
He said I should have screen recorded that last question.
Thank you.
Oh shit. But
No snitching, man. Anyway,
yeah,
what's
yeah,
up?
you can't do that. So moving into music, I love your music selection. Like I feel like every time I come to your live, you always have a great music. I mean, I was in your live earlier. You were playing the music box game.
Oh yeah, that was
It's
so
like,
much fun. Thank you for
yo,
stopping by.
hella fun. Oh, for sure. That was a lot of fun. I feel like, everybody was in there killing it. Like Mooch came out of nowhere. Any song that had to do with like heartbreak and ancient nigga she knew,
Yeah.
like Don Jermaine knew all the like the party songs. Like,
Yeah.
it was a good little mix. So who do you feel like kind of gave you your musical ear? Like, do you feel like it kind of came from your parents or from your surroundings?
I definitely think it comes from my surroundings. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, so Memphis is like a really big blues city, a really good like soul music is kind of what I grew up on. Al Green is actually my cousin. Okay, I can plug that. Period. Him and my grandmother grew up like in Hughes, Arkansas together, so
That's what's
I
up.
always like I have that little musical sense. But I like soul music. I love Al Green. He's one of my favorites. Anita Baker, things like that. But Memphis now, it's progressive. So like the rap scene, Memphis is killing it. Okay, shout out to
Yeah.
like Moneybag Yo and Pooh Shiesty. My name is Gotti because me and Yo Gotti went to the same high school. We're from North Memphis, the same hood. So
Okay.
Like I'm very big on Memphis music, especially right now, and supporting people in my city. So I like rap too. You know, I like to keep it G in the live. And yeah, it just depends. But it's a time and place for everything too. So like if it's raining, you know, different things like that, you kind of want to slow it down and play. Like we have like a bedroom playlist, and I'll actually ask people in my stream to give me a song suggestion, and we'll curate
Okay.
a list together. So I think it's good. The good thing about streaming is everybody is from a different place, so that influences what we listen to. But then music is also something we can bond over, like with the game today. Like the category
Yeah.
was just 90s R&B. So if you was at least, you know, maybe born in the 90s or before then, you could participate, and it gave you like that nostalgia feeling of like certain songs that you probably forgot even came out. So yeah, but music is like it plays a big part in my life. I've always been around music, and I feel like Memphis definitely influences that, just the city in general.
For sure. Okay. And if there was anybody from Memphis tapped into this live right now, just imagine that just thousands and thousands of people are tapped into this right now. If they were sitting up here and they wanted some advice, they wanted to get on the app, but they were, too nervous. That's what I see a lot when people come into the comments. I'm just like, yo, box up. They're just like, oh, I'm nervous, so I don't want to. Da,
Yeah.
da, da, da. I get it. I was nervous the first time I got in the box too. What kind of advice would you give them as like somebody who you had a first time in the box just 6 months ago, and
Hmm.
now you are a top representative of that app, which I feel like is an amazing accomplishment.
Thank
Just
you.
as yeah, just in general, it's a major accomplishment for it.
Thank you. I always just recommend some advice somebody told me. I feel like it might have been right, and it's a little bit of expanded as well. Is just to be yourself, like be your authentic self. I feel like on an app like that, especially the internet, there's so much many people that are pretending to be something that they're not. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's just like a persona or it's just like the internet. You know, people act different when they're on the internet, but I feel like
For
if you
sure.
really want to be successful on an app like that, a streaming app where you're dealing with a lot of different people and personalities, the best thing you can do is be you, because it's consistent. It's who you are. When you pretend to be somebody else, you have to keep up that facade. You know, like sometimes people want to pretend to be big spenders on the app, and so that
Yeah,
love right
that's
there is you're paying for that. It's not real love. You know what I mean? It's very fake. So I think the best advice I think is just to be yourself, because you can show up as yourself every day. Like me, if I'm gonna be on stream, you're never gonna see me on stream in a bonnet or anything like that, because I don't wear a bonnet outside. Like I just don't. So if I don't feel good or well, and I like to stream in the morning because I'm a morning person. So
hmm
that's like you're gonna get my best self. Then I'm gonna have a high energy. I'm gonna have a great attitude. Hopefully we have like a good day. So I try to stick to those things. If I try to stream at night, that's not who I am, because it's fun sometimes, but it's like I'm
yeah.
tired. I get irritated. I can't stay on long.
Your
It's
night streams be a
ghetto.
whole different, whole
It's
different.
a whole different vibration. So I just like to stick to who I am and different things like that. Sometimes people used to tell me like, if you stream at night, you'll make way more diamonds, because there's like all these people on when they get off work and different things like that. But I think I do really well like with the times that I stream. It has nothing to do to me with what time you come on. It's just you showing up, being yourself. People gravitate towards that. So a lot of
Yeah,
people, like you said, I have the 8 Ball crew, they see their friends in there. They're like, "Oh, who is this Gotti?" Like I hear about her, and then I'm pretty much myself. I'm inviting, and it works for me. So that's what I would recommend for everyone else.
sure. Okay. I mean, y'all heard it here first. Just be yourself. Ignore the trolls. Keep it G. Have good music and have some white clothes on command. And you pretty much gonna be in there. You know what
That's it right there. Hey, write that down. That's it right there.
I'm
That's the
saying?
recipe right there.
Show for sure, but I really appreciate you coming on here today. It's been a great conversation. It was definitely my pleasure having you on here, and yeah, like if y'all are definitely interested in tapping in more with Girl Gotti, you need to get on one of those streaming platforms, which is either Plenty of Fish or actually, well, I'll just say Plenty of Fish. Get
Uh-huh.
on Plenty of Fish. She is in there. She's a top bad. She's trending every single morning. She has a banner. She's awesome. Her stream is really engaging. Just come in, fill it out. You know what I'm saying? If you want to shoot your shot, just at least be in a stream, a couple streams, kind of understand who she is, figure out how to spell her name first before you try to get in the DMs. You know what I'm saying?
Hello, the spelling counts. Okay, but
Spell
thank you so much, Cool. Thank you for having me. You have been a big supporter of mine from day one. You were also in my first auction I ever hosted, my all male auction for Valentine's Day.
Yo,
So anytime
Amnesty, I
I
was
ask you
so
for
drunk
something,
that
you're
auction.
there. You said what?
I said I was at Amnesty Hour. I was so nervous. I got so drunk that auction that by
You
the time
did
the auction
great.
came, I don't remember shit.
You did great. Okay, you did great. You was definitely in the top, one of the top earners. So we appreciate you. But anytime I ask you to do something, you're there for me. So you asking me, I'm very honored. I love that you have something outside of stream that you do that you're passionate about. So thank you for having me as a guest. I appreciate it.
Already. And once again, thank y'all for coming through. This is Blackwall Music. Excuse me, Influencer Culture interview with Top Badge Girl Gotti. Follow her at Top Badge Girl Gotti on Instagram and get on POF if you're trying to come tap in with a stream. But
Period.
stay here for a minute and we'll talk right after this. But y'all have a good night.